Hey everybody, this is Tracy here with another edition of A View from Tracy's Point, and we are calling on the prayers of the righteous right now, hours after TMZ reported that Dr. Dre's wife was accusing him of having $262 million available right now in cash and Apple stock, and that Apple stock was the primary source of funding their lifestyle from 2017 to 2019. News has now come out that Dr. Dre has suffered a brain aneurysm. And for those of you who don't know who Dr. Dre is, his birth name is Andre Ramel Young, and he's known professionally as Dr. Dre as an American rapper, record producer, audio engineer, record executive, and entrepreneur. He is the founder and CEO of Aftermath Entertainment and Beats Electronics, and was previously co-owner of Death Row Records. TMZ is reporting that Dr. Dre is at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles after suffering a brain aneurysm. Sources connected to Dr. Dre and with direct knowledge tells them that Dr. Dre suffered the aneurysm Monday and was rushed by ambulance to Cedars and was taken directly to ICU, where he remains today. And the sources also said that the 55-year-old music mogul is in stable and lucid condition, but doctors don't know what caused the bleeding, and they are doing a battery of tests. And as you know, Dr. Dre is in the middle of a very contentious divorce with his estranged wife, Nicole. And Nicole is seeking $2 million a month in temporary spousal support and $5 million for attorney fees. But Dr. Dre says he's been paying all of her expenses, so the $2 million demand was outlandish. And he also said that the attorney's fees are outrageous since her lawyers have only been working on the case for a few months. And as also previously reported, Nicole wants a judge to reject a prenuptial agreement she signed in 1996, claiming Dr. Dre ripped it up early on in the marriage, something that he has strongly denied from the beginning. And there's a hearing on Wednesday in downtown LA on both issues. And obviously Dr. Dre will not be attending, and assuming the judge will continue the matter. Brain aneurysms are a weak spot in the wall of a blood vessel inside the brain, and people think of it as a weak spot in a balloon and how it feels stretched out and thin. A brain aneurysm is like that, according to WebMD, and that area of the brain vessel gets worn out from constant flow of blood and bulges out almost like a bubble. It can grow to the size of a small berry. There are different types, and so one type of aneurysm is a circular, and they are the most common type of brain aneurysm. They bulge out in a dome shape from the main artery. They're connected to that artery by a narrow neck. And then fusiform aneurysms aren't as common as circular aneurysms, and so that they don't punch out in a dome shape. Instead, they make a widened spot in the blood vessel. And although brain aneurysms sound alarming, most don't cause symptoms or health problems. You can enjoy a long life without ever realizing that you have one. But in rare cases, aneurysms can grow big, leak, or explode. Bleeding in the brain, known as a hemorrhagic stroke, is serious, and you'll need medical care right away. And so the type of symptoms you have from a brain aneurysm depend on whether it ruptures or not. Some of those symptoms include intense headache that comes on suddenly, loss of consciousness, nausea and vomiting, drowsiness, loss of balance, stiff neck, dilated pupils, sensitivity to light, sudden blurred or double vision, drooping eyelid, confusion or trouble with mental awareness, and seizures. And although brain aneurysms usually don't show symptoms, they can press on the brain and nerves as they get bigger. They are saying see a doctor at once if you're having the following symptoms of an unruptured aneurysm: headache, dilated pupils, blurred or double vision, pain above and behind an eye, drooping eyelid, a hard time speaking, weakness and numbness in one side of your face. A sudden and intense headache can also be a sign you have a leaking aneurysm, and this can be a sign that you'll soon have a full rupture. Causes of a brain aneurysm include older age, cigarette smoking, high blood pressure, drug abuse, particularly the use of cocaine, heavy alcohol consumption, and there are other things. Head injuries sometimes can also cause it. And so I'm sure he's under a lot of stress. We know the lifestyles that these celebrities live, so those could all be contributing factors, and whatever his overall health condition was. So let's keep Dr. Dre in our prayers for a speedy recovery, and that everything works out, and that he goes ahead and settles this divorce, because it is obviously stressing him out. So that's it for me, guys. Just wanted to bring you this update, as this is breaking news that is just coming out on the wire.